So Mullen went up 68% yesterday. I made a video yesterday talking about David said to a lot of people that he was about to come out and announce some news. Well, he did come out, he stayed true to his word, and he announced some massive news that I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to tell you my opinion on why I think this is massive news. Because I've always told you all, for this stock to move up significantly, we need some surprise news, and we need some surprise news back to back to back. And I am expecting more news to come either this week or early next week to follow up on the news that David dropped yesterday. And I'm going to tell you why also. Before I do that though, don't forget to drop a like. I would always appreciate that. It's super early. It's 4:22 in the morning, so don't forget to grab your coffee. Here's mine. Man, Mullen is a wild, wild ride. Congrats to everyone that bought the dip yesterday, the day before that, because now you're green. So congrats to you. Congrats to all the bag holders. Okay, we're on our way. We're making progress. We'll see what happens here. Right now in pre-market, we're down. We're trading at 77 cents. Yesterday, we closed the day at exactly 80 cents. Exactly 80 cents, okay? Now, there's a big concern about being NASDAQ compliant, but I believe that they're going to get an extension. I think they have proof to show that their stock has been manipulated. I think there's other things that have been happening, like illegal shorting. I know FJ covered this a couple days ago in a video, and some other people were bringing that up to me yesterday, that certain companies have been illegally shorting Mullen stock. So I think a lawsuit is coming at the end of the day, and I think that's very bullish for Mullen stock, because you could just look at the charts and it just doesn't look normal. Now, this is good that this is happening now. I still think David beats around the bush a little bit. He's not really telling 100% of the truth. I think he dug us into this hole with everything that he has agreed upon over these last couple years. But I think it was a combination of two things. Earlier this year, they started diluting. So shorts looked at that and they doubled down. Dilution plus shorting is horrible for retail, and that's what we've all been experiencing. So maybe now is the time that they actually catch these guys, and this thing might just turn around. More on a positive note, we're on Yahoo Finance, okay? We're on Market Watch News. So this is getting out there that David is fighting back. And I'll show you exactly what he said yesterday that makes me very bullish right now for Mullen stock, because this was a surprise news in my opinion. Mullen CEO David publishes open letter to shareholders addressing declining stock values. I'll show you in a second the statement that he said that makes me feel pretty good moving forward with what I think is going to come, because again, I think he's going to announce more news in regards to this. I think they're going to attack. I think there's been a lot of illegal shorting going on. Again, you could just look at the charts and kind of see what's been happening. As the CEO of this company, I take all shareholders' concerns seriously. Hopefully, one of my primary responsibilities is to execute the company's business plan, and as evidenced by multiple prior communications to the public, the company continues to make significant strides in that regard. I will summarize some of those at the end of the statement. He goes on to say, I'm very disappointed by the performance of our stock. As I have previously publicly stated, I do not believe the trading price of our stock even closely resembles the company's actual value. Let's talk about that for a minute, because I agree 100% with this. You look at what they have done, and I'm going to show you in a second. They have decreased their debt down to $7 million. Their assets are much higher. They collected revenue for the first time on last earnings statement. The stock price of Mullen does not correlate at all with the news. Look at the charts, look at the news. Any other stock would at least be trading sideways for the news that they've announced, right? This was the first time Mullen collected revenue. It's a big deal. That should have been kind of bullish, even though they lost money. Makes sense. They're an EV company, they're a car company, they're going to be losing money. It's gonna take a while for them to get profitable. They have over 200, almost $300 million cash on hand. So it just doesn't make sense with where we're at right now. So he goes on to say, it is evident that regardless of meeting significant corporate milestones, vehicle production, completion within projected timelines, stock traders continue to place downward pressure on the stock, causing price to fall. And it's not just stock traders, it's freaking hedge funds. And someone is attacking Mullen for some reason, and I think the truth is about to come out. Here's the statement that makes me feel much better moving forward with Mullen. Especially because today's a big day, the 24th, they have their event. So I'll be on Twitter covering that. Don't forget to follow me, links down below on Twitter, okay? Big event today. A lot will probably come out today. I think more will come out Friday. I think David knows how serious this is with how many people actually talk to him, how many people yell at him, the emails he gets, the calls he gets, the voicemail he gets. He even talked about, I think in this newsletter yesterday, that threatening, he gets threatened a lot, which isn't cool. Like, don't threaten the guy, but I understand people's frustration. So this is what he said. I previously announced that the company engaged Share Intel and other parties to investigate what I suspect to be unlawful trading practices in our stock. We are assembling all the data received to date and should have something to announce in coming days. There's two things that makes me very excited about this, guys. One, I have experience from a company of someone that I know that received a letter in the mail explaining that there was corruption with that stock when they held it, and they went to court, and the court case is about to get settled, and they're about to get money for all the shares that they held. So on a positive side, if there was anything illegal going on with Mullen, which I believe there has been, I think shareholders will get money back at the end of the day if this goes to court and all that stuff. But the downside of that is that could take years, right? Months to years. The other positive thing about this is this could cause panic. This can cause concerns for shorts, and they could start to cover, right? Cover their tracks. And this could actually push the stock price up more. As we saw yesterday, this is what ignited the stock price, in my opinion, was this, what he said right here, this paragraph. So again, positive things. We'll see what comes from it. Big day today. I think more news is coming over the next 7 days just to double down on this and really get this stock moving. David goes on to say he's extremely frustrated that the hard work of Mullen's dedicated team and the significant momentum and success achieved to date are overshadowed by the unrealistic value attributed to our stock. The company and I have demonstrated our commitment to the success and our initiatives by purchasing stock buyback program, which I think they probably bought more. Hopefully we get news on that soon. And he says he personally recently purchased stock as well. Don't forget to hit subscribe, especially if you watch these videos. Today's gonna be a very exciting day. I cover other stocks also. Check out the links down below. Join the Patreon. Our chat is on fire right now, especially with Mullen, and we're actually looking at places we could possibly take profit on the charts. So make sure you're in there at $7 a month. It's an absolute steal. None of this is financial advice. It's just my own opinion. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.